Hey, so we have the abortion debate still going strong. It's all over the place. We've had a new celebrity come out and talk about her abortion. What we're seeing is these celebrities, whether it's Busy Phillips or the newest one coming out and just saying, if it wasn't for abortion, I would not be able to climb the corporate ladder. I wouldn't be able to have success. It's all because I killed my child that basically I have success. And this boasting is really sickening. It's disgusting. I mean, can you imagine justifying killing your child and just saying, because I killed my child, that made me a better person, that made me happier in life, I have more joy. I think the wording that we're talking about is really deceiving. I think, although one of the celebrities said that she regrets this, but yet she's happy it happened, kind of a mixed bag there. Like, what are you really trying to say here? I think the wording is what they are trying to say in some way is that it happened for a reason, maybe. But what we're seeing is we're not seeing the side of women's stories who really are mourning, really are upset that they were deceived or tricked by Planned Parenthood, or that they have regret with their choice that they made, or whatever it was. There's not a lot of women coming out saying, not until like this last year, abortion hasn't really been being talked about. It's something people are now speaking up against and saying it's wrong, but again, we haven't had the church there. We haven't had people really getting in people's lives, not really. And when they have when we have certain pregnancy centers or something, a lot of times it's not getting into people's life still enough. There's a sense of, yes, we want you to choose life, but when we see you, we're not really nice to you, or we really don't care about what happened to you after. So this whole pro-life movement needs to change from wanting mothers to have children, to caring in a community about women, with women and men, and treating women like family, wondering how they are doing, and just wanting a whole culture of life. I know with one pregnancy center that I had connected with, they not only helped women have their babies, but there were women there who would bring their kids to school, and they would help them with anything they needed all the way up. And that's really what we want. We want a Christ-centered culture where we're caring about women just beyond having a child. And I think that's something the pro-choicers many times have a point in the fact that they're saying, are you going to care? And of course, it's not our responsibility to provide health insurance and everything else for a child, because again, there's personal responsibility. But the point I think they're trying to make is it just a view for you, or do you really care? Do we really care about people enough to adopt children and to help in the welfare systems, to help on the sidewalks? What are we doing when we say we care? And I think we need a lifelong time of teaching women not only how to mother, but how to grandmother, how to be a wife, how to really raise families is what we want. And that should come in, different places in society. It should come, first of all, with family. Many times it doesn't. It should come in a community. It should come in churches. It should be a way of life for America. And I think it was many years ago in many ways. So we're just seeing these celebrities now who are saying, thank goodness I had killed my child, because, I wouldn't have made it if I didn't. And we really need to change that kind of thinking too. Everything happens for a reason, but there's no doubt it's horrendous. It's a tragedy when a woman has an abortion, and she should have some support. She should have some care. We should not be throwing women to the wolves. We should not be throwing them to Planned Parenthood. I just saw Abby Johnson's post about 5 hours ago on how Planned Parenthood, in 70% of the cases, they are not sterilizing their instruments. So from one woman to another, the instruments are not being sterilized. And we just saw in Texas, 67 abortions within a short few hours within that day that they had done 67 abortions. So think about the cleanliness there. And women are dying. There is no such thing as a safe abortion. There are so many repercussions, whether it's you can't have children anymore, or your uterus gets perforated, or you die on the table, you've lost too much blood. There is no such thing. And many times Planned Parenthood has, butchers doing the job. They do not always have doctors. So we really want to just not even support an organization like Planned Parenthood. I've gone by signs on the road to support Planned Parenthood. I saw in an article recently someone complaining from the abortion industry that they don't have enough money, and they like the forefront of, we provide health care to women, and they hide the abortion statistics. This clinic has about 7 girls I saw in the morning going for abortion, and they want the money to support their abortion. They're, a machine that just keeps wanting more and more money. We want to put that money that we give to Planned Parenthood toward raising children. I saw another picture on Classy and Pink's post, her Instagram, where we see pictures of babies just cut up in second trimester and mutilated, and we see pro-choicers actually saying they think that's funny. And it's really disgusting that, and I know they're just saying it many times to be antagonistic, but it's really sad to see people laughing over baby parts, and there's nothing funny about it. It's absolutely disgusting, and we need to show these pictures. Pictures speak many times louder than words. We have pictures of the Holocaust that show that this really did happen when people try to deny it happened. We have these pictures of babies, and when people are not looking at them or want to just push it aside as a political issue, we're really not dealing with reality. So that's my take on what's going on from what I'm seeing. I took a break from my reading of The Family Row, and I hope to get back into that. But again, what's at the forefront right now is the celebrities trying to influence girls that this is a human right. It is not a human right. It's not a right of that girl in the womb. Women's rights start in the womb, and so do men's. So this is really scary how bad some of these organizations are and want to just kill people in the name of whatever, money. A lot of these people do not have voices to defend themselves, and we're just in such a big battle about this. So that's my take for today, and I'll be going through more stuff as I go on. Thanks for joining me.